Alright, hey guys, Akavar here. Yeah, so in the last, I literally just made this video less than 5 minutes ago, looked at it just to see if it was alright, and realized that something fucked with my microphone settings, so the sound was really low, and probably a lot of people don't want to go through the hassle of raising their sound and whatnot to hear my voice. So this is me re-recording it, but in a much shorter version because I think I know what I'm trying to say now. A lot of these videos are impromptu, no notes, no script, no nothing. So, shields, rolling, and armor and you. Right now, this is pretty much the reason why I made this is because a few days ago I was playing with some people. Not playing with some people. I was getting invaded by some people in the depths, and I was killing them. And I was just talking back and forth with them, and they were saying that they were pretty new to the game. They didn't really know what to do. So this is gonna be one of two videos, maybe. This is gonna be explaining like armor, shields, rolling. Next one, so I remember when I relook at this, it's gonna be about weapons and like strength versus dex and whatnot. So yeah, shields. This is a little bit of idiot's guide to it. Right now, if you look, right, this character is using Eagle's Great Shield. There's three different types of shields. Striking shields. Let me reiterate that. Striking small shields, striking great shields, and your regular parrying shield. I'm not gonna break down any further. So a great shield you cannot parry with. You can only do a strike forward with, which I'll show after I'm done explaining everything. And that usually staggers your enemy. So right here you can see 95% physical resistance, 55 magic, etc. Once we get down to stability, it says 70. Now many people know what stability is. Stability is every time I block an attack, how much stamina does it take out of my stamina bar? So the higher stability, the less stamina taken away. If I look at something like a Silver Knight shield, 64 stability, more stamina is taken away. Dragon Crest shield, 55 stability, a lot of stamina is being taken away per hit. When I get to the smaller shields, like the smaller thrust shields, you know, like the pure shield, which you get from Sigmire, which does actually pretty decent damage, if you level it up and whatnot, apparently. It has 49 stability, so a lot of your stamina is being taken away on these hits. But for the smaller shields, what they do get as an advantage is, if you look right here, the Balder shield, I have it at plus 10 right now. And yes, if you do refine shields, it does increase their stability. It doesn't increase their physical magic, fire, and lightning resistances, but it does increase their stability. So if you do have a pretty good shield, that one of these pretty good small shields, you can have it pretty much on par with like the Eagle shield. The good thing about the Eagle shield is it only requires 16 strength, so if you're trying to do like a knight build early on and whatnot, you're not that person who's good at parrying and doing a riposte, that's a really good shield. You get it in Blighttown. You have to kill the Gaping Dragon for it. You have to kill the Gaping Dragon, get into Blighttown like that, and it's by the bonfire at the very top. So yeah. So as you can see, I added 7 stability with this plus 10 to the Balder shield. Balder shield is a pretty decent shield, but as you can see, it really suffers against magic. And that's one thing I lose to a lot in PvP, is because I'll usually be running around with this shield when I get invaded, and boom, fucking magic attack hits me. I take 80% of that damage, and I get fucked up. This character, I didn't add too much vitality, as you can see, after looking at my stats for God knows how long. yeah. So like I said, this is what it looks like. Strike. Boom. That will stagger your opponent most of the time. If you don't know what this action looks like, the parry, you've probably never played this game before, and you're just looking at some shit on it. And you found your way to my video somehow. How the hell did you get here? And lastly, a strike. Boom. Stab forward does damage. That's the main use of that shield. So yeah. Boom, shields. So yeah, also with shields, you have to be aware of what the situation calls for. So like, if the blah words not working for me right now. If the fight, you can have a good shield that doesn't have that great stats on it. So like, Crest Shield, actually, I recommend for a lot of people because it's just fucking badass shield. Look at these stats. I don't know if the stability increases with it, but it's something that you can get pretty early, literally at the very start of the game. But it depends on how good you are, because you have to go ride the elevator back. You have to go activate the elevator that's in the undead parish, undead church. As you're going down it, you leave early, right where the wall breaks. Oh my god, this frame rate fucking sucks. 2 frames a second. Whatever, fuck it. So you can actually, no, I can just look up. So you can get up there to where that crow's nest is. And then Snuggly right there you'll curl up in a ball, wait a little bit. Snuggly will take you back to the undead asylum. You can go back to the room where you found Oscar dying, and he will be a hollow. You can kill him, you'll get the crest shield. It's 55 stability, really fucking good stats all around. So it's a pretty good one, but it requires Twinkling Titanite to upgrade. So that's a bit of a deterrent for some people, because Twinkling Titanite is really difficult in the very beginning, but it's really good. Really good stats all around, just low stability, which can kill you sometimes. But yeah, so for some boss fights, say you'll need like higher fire defense, so you'll wear the dragon crest shield, but some you might need higher magic resistance, so you wear the crest shield. But something has really good lightning, so you wear gargoyle shields. So it's all in like, all right, how much am I giving up for whatever? Like, I could be giving up 5% physical damage for, like, if we look at the eagle shield, 75 lightning resistance. Say I'm fighting Smog and Ornstein, that's really vital right there, because all their attacks after you kill one of them are all lightning based. So you might be blocking 100% of the physical damage, but you're taking 45, 60, whatever percent of the lightning damage that they're doing. So not only is it killing your stamina, you're taking a lot of chip damage from the lightning that's in their attacks, and you're just fucked from that. Alright, armor. Armor and rolling, I'm just going to throw into one thing. After your first run through the game, armor, you really see it degrade real quick. Not that it breaks faster, it's just that it's a lot more useless. You could be wearing full Havel's armor, and even these basic mobs, they'll do a lot of damage to you. I know myself, as you guys can see from my stats, I don't have that high resistance, because, in my opinion, fuck resistance. Resistance, compared to getting my strength, dex, vitality, faith, intelligence, and whatnot up, it seems like it's just a soul dump for me. The amount that you'd get for leveling things up just doesn't seem helpful to me. in comparison to everything else. Um, Also, while we're talking about stats, uh, recommended if you're just trying to level up stats to get more damage on your weapon. As you can see from mine, I have, it's weird. I have like 40 dex, 40 faith, and my strength is starting to come up because 40 is the soft cap. 99 is the hard cap for everything, but 40 is where you really start to see the returns not give you that much back. So if I tried to put a point into dexterity or faith to get the damage modifier on my weapon up, it'll take like 3 or 4 levels before it actually gives me a point to my damage, and it'll only be 1 point. It won't be 3 points. It won't be 4 points or whatever. So yeah, later day. So yeah, armor. What you're really gonna be wearing it for is you're gonna be wearing it for the elemental and magical resistances. And that's just because and from what I've seen, the elemental damage that enemies do, it doesn't really increase that much. You can get away with having shitty physical defense because it's not like it really matters. Alright, to rolling. Rolling, there's 3 types of rolls. There's the fast, the medium, and the fat man roll. Fast roll, everyone's seen it, unless you've played a knight and never gone and used lighter armor. It's people are just springing around really quick. Medium roll, which I do right now, if my frames would agree with me. So yeah, that's just the medium roll. Not very fast, not very slow. It'll get me out of attacks and whatnot. It's perfectly fine. And then we have the heavy roll, which is not very helpful. I'm just gonna equip this so I have enough weight that I do a heavy roll, and boom, shitty. Takes a long time to get up. I'm vulnerable after this roll while I'm standing. I could, an enemy can get a free hit in on me. They can get behind me or something and do a backstab, and you just get fucked up. So, for fast rolls, you have to be within 0 to 25% of your equipment load. For medium rolls, it's 26 to 50%, and for heavy rolls, it's 50% and up. So if you look at mine, my equipment load is 86.4. Or yeah, I'm just at that point where I would need 1 more pound, but I guess the game's saying fuck you to me and making me do the heavy roll. But yeah, so pretty much so long as you stay under 50% of your maximum equipment load, you will do at least the medium roll. Ways to get around if you don't have really high endurance, but you're wearing heavy armor. I don't know why. Havel's Ring. Havel's Ring increases your equipment load by 50%. So yeah, I can wear up to 60 something, almost 65 pounds of armor before I have to do that fat man roll. So, rolls. Why am I talking about rolls? Rolls, what a lot of people don't know is they give you what are known as immunity frames. I'm pretty sure the Fat Man roll doesn't give you any immunity frames. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a bad idea to roll if you're in really heavy armor like that. Not really going to help you out that much. This medium roll that I'm doing right now, I do okay with my immunity frames. What that means is someone can be thrusting their spear, swinging their sword, smashing their club at me, and I can dodge. There's a difference between dodging an attack and completely just becoming immune to it for a second. So like, say I accidentally roll into a strike. Say it's a swing. I can roll to my left, and that would be where the swing is coming from. But I won't take any damage. Why is that? Because of immunity frames. I'll make contact with the weapon, but I won't take any damage from it. Beautiful thing. It pisses people off, and instead of blocking an attack and you get X amount of your stamina taken away, it only takes a little bit of energy to roll, and then you can do special attack from that roll. Yeah. What am I talking about? I don't fucking know. So yeah, why the light roll can do the fastest of the rolls, and it gives you the most immunity frames. The medium roll, obviously middle of them, gives you the second most. Actually, no. Fast roll gives you the second most immunity frames. Medium roll gives you third most, and the Fat Man roll is the slowest of them all. If you get the dark wood grain ring, so long as you're below 25% of your maximum equipment load, you'll get a new animation for your roll. It's no longer a roll; it's a cartwheel. This cartwheel, you dart around the map. I swear it's fucking faster than sprinting, from what I've seen in people who do PvP against me who have it. You get it from if you join the Forest Hunters Covenant in the area where you need the Crest of Artorias to get in the dark root basin. Right outside of Alvina, there will be 2 new NPCs, Shiva of the Far East and his ninja bodyguard in the back. Just kick the bodyguard off of the ledge, and he will fall to his death. People won't attack you, but you might think, oh, well, how am I supposed to get the ring? Because he's the one who has it, the ninja bodyguard. Why not just beat the shit out of him until he dies and gives it to you? Well, that's because then you'll have to deal with Shiva and all the other Forest Hunter people, the bandit, the mage, cleric, thief, and whatnot. So if you kick them off, it still breaks the covenant, but what you can do is you can quit the game, reload your character, and the item will be right there. You can pick it up, and then you have to deal with the people. It's not like, oh, I'm fighting him, but Shiva's right there fighting me back, so now I have these 2 people right now, and then you have the bandit, cleric, thief, mage, archer, all try and fuck you up the ass. So yeah, that one gives you the most immunity frames, but you have to be wearing really light armor, and that can cause problems depending on how good you are with your rolls and whatnot and timing. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I think I'm going to make a video about the different weapons and whatnot. In my opinion, what are the best and worst, and probably not worst because I don't really know worst weapons. My personal preference, I should say. So yeah, if anything in this video helped you out, show it to a friend, share it, like it. I don't fucking give a shit. Yeah, thanks.